All right, what's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we grinding. All right, we back with the final thoughts. Before we get into that, don't forget to check out our new podcast, Raw and Uncut, featuring myself and the Cali Enigma. The link's in the description. Click the link. You download the app and do it through the web browser. App is totally free. Sign up with your Facebook or Google account. It's that quick, that simple. And it's triple rated R. It's not for kids to hear. It's more than boxing. It's 9 episodes of from 50 Cent to Floyd Beef to Danny and Sean, Earl Spence, NBA talk. I mean, we all over the place with different topics that we can't talk about here because of the YouTube community guidelines. All right, family? But we here, and y'all know how we do the final thoughts. If you don't know, we just give a small reaction to the weigh-in, anything significant that happened, tell you the weights. Usually, then we give our last 2 cents on the fight. I done a breakdown prediction for this fight. So the link is in the description for the breakdown and prediction and a boatload of other stuff we explain at the end of the video. All right. But, you know, Robert Jr. weighed in first, being a challenger or being a B-side in this situation. But they both champions. Robert's the IBF lightweight champion. Mikey is the 135-pound WBC champion. So it's a unification bout. There's some big implications on this fight. And Robert came in at 134.5, being 5'11", and coming in way under the weight limit, the 135-pound limit, 34.5. Mikey came in at 135, period. And after the weigh-in, Mikey he scrambled, he got up out of there, he didn't do an interview. Maybe he wanted to go get some food in his stomach quicker than quick, because he hit the water super quick after the weigh-in. So maybe he had a little bit of trouble making weight, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. Or maybe he didn't like the way that Robert Jr. was in his face talking about how he physically looked better than Mikey Garcia. And Mikey Garcia said before this camp he didn't do sit-ups, but he's doing sit-ups to prepare for Earl Spence. And, you know, as bad as he looked at 140 physically, he came back down and looked worse. You know what I'm saying? And I know physically it don't mean nothing. I know Robert know that. Robert just letting him know, like, you know what? Look at me, I'm in shape. I took it serious. And look at you. You know, don't like you took it serious. And that's how Mikey's look. That's his body physique, and body physique doesn't win fights. But Mikey did look flat, flabby, no muscle definition. But it is what it is. You see the height differential. Don't look that bad when they face off like that. But if you know, Robert stood straight up and fought upright, it'll be even more. All right. But yeah, you know, both ready made weight. We got a fight. Both belts on the line, and it's big business here, man. And you know, I'm gonna say this. You know, Robert Jr. He was interviewing from Fred from Barbershop Conversation, stuff of that nature yesterday. Just like he was ready to go, and today he let some emotion out at the press conference. He let his personality show. Said he in shape, he ready, and he might be one of them guys, man. All right, man. All the shit I said coming this week, I'm favoring Mikey Garcia very heavy. But maybe Robert Jr. and I said this when this fight was made. Maybe Easter Jr. is one of those fighters that rises to the occasion and fights up and down to his competition. You see that in sports. Team sports, individual sports, you see certain people and certain guys and certain teams fight up and down to their competition. And for Mikey Garcia's sake, because he ain't been 100% focused on this fight, he better hope that ain't the case. Because if Robert Jr. Fights up to his potential and fights up to his competition, he may splatter Mikey Garcia around the ring. Because it don't look like Mikey is 100% focused, talking about Earl Lomachenko. They're not training. He's doing Canelo parody videos as well. But, you know, a lot of people think Mikey is this huge puncher at 35. Like, he's just going to have this bone-crushing power. I mean, who is he knocked out at 35 for you to know he's this big puncher? I just don't believe his punch power at 35. I know it's good. I don't rate it an A+, A-, or even A. I think it's a solid B+, maybe an A- at the best. All right? I think people underrating what Robert Jr. could do because he had 2 subpar performances. But I tell you this, Javier Fortuna and Mikey Garcia is 2 different fighters. Fortuna is awkward, and we have an awkward fighter. It's hard to beat an awkward fighter if your technique isn't impeccable. And Robert Jr.'s technique hasn't been impeccable. He hasn't been listening to the physics and laws of boxing, speed and distance, and using his height. So that's the issue right there. You know, but I understand how I feel this fight's gonna go down. Just to give you a preview of the prediction I did. Like I said, I'll link that into the description. I think, you know, Robert's gonna do good for the first few rounds, but eventually Mikey is probably going to make Robert come to him and start countering him. And once Mikey lands one good shot or lands one glancing blow in the gloves or something, I think Robert's going to spread them legs again, all right? Get low, bend his knees, and give up his height and start, you know, trying to go to war with Mikey. even if he goes to war with Mikey, I think he has a chance to win that way, because I don't know if Mikey fought anybody that punches as hard, and that's as quick and swift, athletic as Roberts Jr. But I do think Roberts Jr. fighting that way, trade with Mikey, is a supreme disadvantage. But I still give him a shot because he knows how to shorten his shots up. And I don't think Mikey Garcia has fought anybody that can bring the thunder that Roberts Jr., the speed, not just the power, but the speed and power that Robert can bring to the ring. I don't think he's done that. And I think it might be a good chance that Roberts Jr. rises to this occasion. I think I'm going to give him a bigger chance than I thought before, because his tenacity, and it seems like he's focused. And he may be one of those fighters that just tend to get bored with subpar competition. He's been waiting for this all his life, all right? But I'm picking Mikey Garcia by unanimous decision, pretty wide, 4 or 5 points, I think I said. My prediction video in the description, but I think it's going to be an excellent fight. I think it's going to be closer than close, and I think we're going to have a unified champion, hopefully in a draw. But I'm pulling for E-Money. I'm pulling for Toledo, Ohio. I'm right in that area, just above there in Detroit. And I want East Roberts Jr. to win, but I'm picking Mikey Garcia by 4 or 5 point wide unanimous decision. All right. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links are in the description. If you want to join our new college sports page for college football and basketball and the dash of high school sports as well, the link is in the description under college sports link. All right. New college sports link, man. We on YouTube, S1210, College Sports Most Wanted. Also, I want you guys to go follow my partner to my podcast, the Cali Enigma. His channel link will be in the description. He's like 15 or 10 away from 1,000 subscribers. Let's get him there. Oakland, California. We in the building, all right? Also, check out our new podcast, Raw and Uncut, the Cali Enigma featuring myself. Raw and Uncut about a number of topics, a number of sports topics, a number of political topics, and real-life topics, man. But y'all know what it is. Share this shit and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon. One time for the one time. We gone.